Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Sasha, and in this video, yesterday it was my 8 months of retention, of semen retention. And I've been making an update video on my semen retention every month, and it's been going well. I'm at 8 months, so I'm just going to discuss how it's been going, how my life's been going, and just a couple other things. So first of all, I have a couple things written down over here. Is that SR, semen retention, becomes easy. Now, when I first started this a couple years ago, when I was 16, when I first really gave it a try, I was able to do 100 days. But it was a struggle. It was difficult. Well, it wasn't super difficult, but by the end, it had become difficult. And over the years, over 3 years, the most I'd gone to was around 150 days. And now I don't even know how many days 8 months is, but it's definitely over 200. And it has been quite easy. So, what I understood is that this is a skill like any other skill. So, if you understand the importance of semen retention, if you understand the benefits it has on you, the life that you hold within you, how not releasing is going to make you so much more powerful, how it's going to change your whole energy and give you the strength to accomplish your goals and your purpose. So yeah, it's a skill. So as long as you don't give up, you're going to get better at it. Even if you start out, I was able to do 100 days when I first really gave it a shot. For some people, 1 week is what they're going to be able to do, but you get better. That's the whole point. As long as you don't give up, you get better, and you get to the point where I'm at 8 months and I can keep going. I can keep going, and it's not difficult. So I wrote here that it becomes a normal part of your lifestyle. You don't even really think about it. It's just like it's your normal output now. You're just operating at that higher level. Now, some other things I want to talk about is flatline. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, the winter is sometimes a tougher period of the year for me. Just energy wise, I'm someone who really likes the sun. I'm I'm part Moroccan, I'm half Moroccan, and I really thrive in the summer. It's when I have the most energy, most motivation, and I feel great. And I need to be in the sun. So I live in uh in Canada, and the winters are pretty harsh, not much sun, and it is really cold. So yeah, you get I've been having like lower energy, and it's can be tougher. You're sleeping more. You you sleep more and you feel less energized during the day. So there's also the aspect of the flat line on semen retention, but you can overcome this. This is somewhat of a test, to see, are you gonna fold? Are you gonna relapse despite these hard things? Because at the end of the day, even if for some period of time you have less energy, well, relapsing is never the solution. Why would relapsing be the solution if you think about it? So if your brain is trying to trick you into thinking, oh, semen retention doesn't work, don't be fooled. That's why you gotta stay strong, have a strong reason why you're doing this, and keep on going. So yeah, that's it for winter energy levels. Also, not to beat yourself over it, because a lot of people are saying like, oh, winter arc, is the toughest months. That's where you go at your hardest. No, I don't necessarily disagree with that. But you gotta know when to take rest days, when you actually need to rest, listen to your body, like have some self-love, you know, you wanna be hard in the mind, but you don't want to destroy the body. And even just your energy and mental, you know, sometimes it needs some rest. So, yeah. Next, I wrote here, I wanted to talk about parasites because this is something that my friend Thomas has been talking about lately, and I think it's pretty interesting. So, how this is something I've been thinking about doing is doing like a parasite detox, or yeah, pretty much. And I think it can be interesting because I didn't really think this one through. I don't know what I'm gonna. I don't even know what I'm gonna talk about regarding parasites. I don't know that much. I'd have to think for a second. But basically, we all have parasites, and doing like a detox can be really interesting because they're kind of like demons in a way, or like, or they'll feed on your energy on if you're like in a lower vibration. So yeah, maybe I'll make a separate video on this because I wrote this down just like that on my notepad, but I do not have much to say on this. So forget it, forget it. I'm not even gonna cut this out. I might make a separate video on it maybe. This is unfiltered, unfiltered. Next, I wrote I want to talk about traveling because I think that's the next part of my life, the next segment, the next arc. Because, like I said, I'm a solar being. I need to be in the sun. So right now, the winter, you know, I'm just now starting to recover. It's feeling like the energy slowly going up, but definitely for the next winters, I'm spending them in the sun, not here where it's -30 and it's freezing. And yeah, I want to go traveling because I've thought about it. You know, your purpose is important in life. If you're on semen retention, that's where you want to direct your energy. And I have some idea. You know I like adventure, spirituality. I even have some things here, like things that matter to me. I have it on a different notepad, which is open. I wrote training, YouTube creation, business, sports, learning, spirituality, adventure. You know, these are all values and things I like, and I connect with. And I've thought about my purpose, and maybe, well, it definitely hasn't fully unveiled to me, but I know that one of the next steps to learn more about myself and the world is the adventure aspect, which kind of ties into most of these things. If I go traveling, I can make YouTube videos, you know, I'll have more experiences, more things happening, so more to talk about. I can train, I can work on business, sports, learning. These are all things that go hand in hand with traveling if you do it in a certain way. And yeah, I think that's gonna be the next step. And for you as well, I hope you find your purpose. If you know it, semen retention is gonna help greatly to work on your purpose. And if you haven't found it, well, I think it's important. It's definitely important. It's 100% important, but some people, you can't really see the importance. Like, you have to take a moment and sit down and tell yourself, like, okay, why am I on this earth? You know, like, it's a pretty big question. Like, if you avoid it, you can kind of forget it, but if you really think about it, like, this is some deep shit. You got to know, like, what am I doing here? What's my purpose? And being on semen retention might be the one of the things that makes you realize that, okay, I need to figure this out. And you'll have the energy to put the mental energy into figuring that out. And yeah, one last thing I wrote is right now I'm leaning down. I'm doing a little experiment. I'm around like 13% body fat. I want to get to around like 8 to 10% body fat. So I'll see how that goes. You know, I maybe wanted to talk about like my process, like how I'm eating and everything, but maybe I'll make a separate video. You know, after I lean down, I'll talk about the process I did. if that is something that may interest you. Now, I think that's it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. You know, this has been a unfiltered episode. Most of my videos are unfiltered. But like, I'm just straight up, not much editing. And yeah, leave a like and subscribe. Support me. Let me know what you think in the comments. And keep up the semen retention. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.